Most people grow up with a very simple and comforting idea of love. We believe love is supposed to protect us from anything that hurts. We believe that if someone truly cares about us, they will do everything in their power to keep us from struggle, discomfort, and heartbreak. This idea feels warm and safe, but it is one of the biggest misunderstandings about real love. Love is not meant to wrap your life in bubble wrap. Love is not meant to carry you away from every difficulty. Love is not meant to keep you in a place where you never feel pain, because if love did that, you would never grow, never learn, and never develop the strength you need to survive life on your own. Life itself is filled with challenges, losses, confusions, mistakes, and moments that break you open. Anyone who tries to shield you from all of this does not prepare you for the world. They only protect you temporarily. Real love thinks long term, not short term. It cares about who you become, not just how you feel right now. People who truly love you see something important in you, something that you might forget or ignore when things get hard. They see your potential, your inner strength, your capacity to rise. They know that discomfort and suffering are not punishments. They are part of the natural process of becoming wiser and stronger. And because they love you deeply, they allow you to face these moments of struggle. Not because they want you to hurt, but because they know you cannot become your true self without going through them. Imagine a parent who never lets their child fall, never lets them fail, never lets them try anything difficult. That child may feel safe for a while, but eventually they grow up fragile and unprepared for real life. Real love does not want that for you. Real love wants you to stand on your own feet. Real love wants you to trust your own strength. Real love wants you to become capable enough to face life without collapsing every time something goes wrong. People who truly love you understand that pain is a teacher. Pain reveals your weaknesses so you can turn them into strengths. Pain shows you what matters and what does not. Pain forces you to grow into someone more grounded, more aware, more capable. So when someone loves you enough to let you struggle, they are loving you with a level of maturity that most people cannot understand. They are not abandoning you. They are not being cold. They are not being careless. They are simply choosing the kind of love that makes you stronger instead of the kind of love that keeps you dependent. They trust that you can rise. They trust that you can handle what life throws at you. They trust that the version of you who emerges from pain will be wiser, braver, and more powerful than the person you were before. This is why people who truly love you will let you suffer, because they see the future version of you, not just the present moment. It is easy to think that protection equals love. When someone keeps you from feeling discomfort, it feels like they care. When someone steps in to rescue you every time life becomes difficult, it feels comforting. But there is a hidden problem in this kind of love. It does not allow you to grow into the person you are meant to become. It keeps you dependent, fragile, and unprepared for the reality of life. Pain is not an accident. Pain is information. Pain tells you that something inside you needs attention, change, or growth. If someone removes every painful experience from your life, they are not protecting you. They are interrupting your development. They are preventing you from learning the lessons that would have made you stronger and wiser in the long run. They are taking away the very experiences that shape your character. Think about emotional pain. Every heartbreak you face teaches you something about boundaries, self-worth, and the kind of relationships you want to build. Every failure teaches you humility and resilience. Every challenge teaches you patience, courage, and focus. If someone who loves you always steps in to prevent you from facing these moments, they are not helping you grow. They are weakening you without even realizing it. True love requires the courage to step back. It means watching the person you care about face something painful and resisting the urge to interfere because you know that their struggle is part of their path. This is one of the hardest forms of love. It is far easier to save someone than to trust their strength. It is easier to remove the problem than to let them wrestle with it. But real love chooses what is best for the person, not what makes the moment easier. You might not realize it, but protection can become a form of control. When someone constantly shields you from discomfort, they are keeping you small. They are teaching you to rely on them instead of yourself. They are shaping you into a version of yourself that never discovers how strong you truly are. This is not love. This is fear disguised as love. Fear of seeing you struggle, fear of watching you hurt, fear of witnessing your growth. Because growth often changes relationships. People who genuinely love you do not want to hold you back. They want you to stand in your full strength. They want you to see what you are capable of. They want you to realize that you can face life head on, even when it breaks your heart or challenges your mind. Letting you face pain is not neglect. It is an act of trust. It means they believe in you more than you believe in yourself in that moment. They know that avoiding pain may feel good now, but it will cost you later. One day life will challenge you when no one is there to catch you. And if you have never faced discomfort before, you will crumble. But if you have experienced pain, survived it, learned from it and grown through it, you will stand tall and unshaken. This is why the people who love you the most do not always protect you from pain. They protect your future, not your comfort. Suffering is one of the most misunderstood forces in human life. Most people see it as something purely negative, something to avoid at any cost, something that only brings pain and nothing else. But those who truly love you understand something deeper. They know that suffering, when faced with awareness and courage, becomes a powerful path to self-discovery. It becomes the doorway to growth, transformation, and a stronger sense of identity. When life is easy, you rarely question anything. You move through your days without thinking too deeply about who you are or what you want. Comfort creates routine, and routine creates sleep. You become numb to your inner world. It is only when something shakes you, breaks you, or challenges you that you begin to awaken. Pain forces you to look inward. It pushes you to confront the parts of yourself you have ignored or avoided. It brings your fears, insecurities, and blind spots into the light. This is why suffering changes people at a level comfort never can. People who love you enough to let you face your pain are giving you the space to wake up to your own truth. They know that if they remove every struggle from your life, you will never develop the emotional muscles needed to handle reality. Strength is not built by avoiding weight. Strength is built by carrying it. In the same way, emotional and spiritual strength come from carrying life's difficulties, not running from them. Suffering also teaches you self-reliance. When you learn that you can survive something painful, you begin to trust yourself in a way that no amount of encouragement or reassurance can give you. Confidence is not created by hearing others tell you that you are strong. Confidence is created by living through something that proves your strength to yourself. The people who truly love you understand this. They know that one day you will need to stand on your own, and they want you to be ready. Another truth is that suffering deepens your compassion. Pain strips away arrogance, entitlement, and judgment. It reminds you that everyone is fighting their own battles. When you have suffered, you become gentler. You listen more. You understand more. You stop expecting perfection from yourself and others. This makes you a better friend, a wiser partner, and a more grounded human being. Those who love you do not want you to suffer for no reason. They want you to suffer only enough to become someone wiser, kinder, and more emotionally mature. There is also a spiritual dimension to suffering. Many people describe their deepest growth moments happening when everything fell apart, when they lost someone they loved, when they failed at something important, when they reached a point they thought they could not survive. In these moments, something inside them broke open. They let go of beliefs that no longer served them. They discovered a strength they never knew they had. They reconnected with something deeper than their everyday identity. Pain became a doorway to awakening. People who truly love you see this potential in your suffering. They understand that it is not the pain itself that transforms you. It is what you discover about yourself through it. It is how you rise afterward. It is the new clarity that forms when the storm finally passes. They allow you to walk through that storm because they know who you will become on the other side. This is why suffering, when held within the presence of real love, is not cruelty, it is transformation. The highest form of love is not the kind that shields you from every difficulty, nor the kind that tries to control your path or shape your choices. The highest form of love is the kind that supports your growth, even when that growth requires discomfort, struggle, or temporary suffering. It is the kind of love that sees the most authentic version of you and guides you gently but firmly toward becoming that person. This kind of love is not easy to understand because most people are taught that love should feel comforting all the time. They believe love should always soothe, always soften, and always protect. But the truth is that the love that transforms you is often the love that challenges you. It is the love that refuses to let you stay small. It is the love that pushes you toward the edges of your limitations so you can break through them. It is the love that holds you capable, not fragile. People who love you in this deeper way will sometimes step back when you expect them to step in. They will let you face a hard reality instead of rescuing you from it. They will allow you to feel your emotions instead of trying to numb them for you. They will give you space to figure things out rather than handing you the answers. And they do this not because they are indifferent, but because they respect your inner journey. They trust that there is wisdom within you that can only arise when you confront life directly. This kind of love sees your potential clearly. It sees the person you can become, the person you are capable of becoming, even when you are blind to it. It sees your strength when you feel weak. It sees your resilience when you doubt yourself. It sees your future self stronger and wiser than the version of you standing in the present moment. It holds that vision for you until you are ready to hold it for yourself. Loving someone in this way requires maturity. It requires patience, understanding, and courage. It means accepting that you cannot protect someone from life. You can only walk beside them as they discover who they are. It means realizing that your role is not to remove their suffering, but to help them grow through it. It means knowing that the most powerful support you can offer is presence, not interference. The love that helps you become your true self is the love that believes in your capacity to rise. It is the love that does not treat you like someone who needs to be saved, but as someone who is capable of saving themselves. It is the love that encourages you, supports you, and holds you through the process, but never tries to stop that process. It trusts the wisdom of your path even when the path is difficult. This love does not disappear when you struggle. It remains steady. It remains grounded. It remains open. It does not give up on you when you fall, and it does not judge you for your pain. Instead, it recognizes that pain is part of your evolution. It honors the process rather than resisting it. When someone loves you at this level, they help you uncover your true identity. They help you see your own depths. They help you become more conscious, more independent, and more alive. They do not shape you into who they want you to be. They support you as you shape yourself into who you truly are. This is the love that liberates. This is the love that transforms. This is the love that stays with you long after the moment passes, because it shapes not just your heart, but your entire life.